How would you describe Edinburgh in 3 words?
I would describe it as Scotland's largest village.
It's a runner's paradise, and I just think it gives you such a fresh perspective on a city.
Welcome to Scotland Distilled with Enjoy Travel. Now the whole point of this series is to explore Scotland, the great outdoors, food and drink and culture. And we thought we have to come to the capital near the start, introduce Edinburgh. And Edinburgh really is a city that you can explore by foot. Now, going on a run tour is maybe a bit too extreme for some people, but how better to get out, to put your trainers on, get to the high point, and that's what we've done right at the start of today. And buddied up with Jayne, who I've known for a very long time, who runs run tours. This is what you do, stride out.
Exactly right, yeah, and it's one of the best ways to see the city. We've made it, we've done the hard part. We're up on the highest hill, Arthur's Seat, Edinburgh's Everest. So it's all going to be downhill from here, Mark. But we are going to go on a bit of adventure today. We're going to take in the sights and landmarks of the city, and we're hopefully going to end up down by the waterfront for sunset. Let's go.
Let's do it. One of the first things I do whenever I travel is try and get to the high point. Put my trainers on, whether it's a high building, a hill if there is one, a new city, get my bearings, and that's what we've done this morning with Arthur's Seat. This is home for us, and I'm quite excited to see what parts of the familiar is unfamiliar to me, like seeing new bits, because you've turned this into your job with Stride Out. I'm quite intrigued to know what that's all about.
I have. I stepped away from the corporate world, 16 years, and then I thought it's time for a change. So I decided to start a business from the 2 things that I love, running and this incredible city. As you say, we're privileged to be able to call this home because it's quite the place to live.
And I mean, the mission is to not just sort of see it like as in from a tour bus, but actually to experience it because you're kind of earning those miles. I love that concept of the fact whether you're walking it or running it, you're sort of earning those miles. And even as a local, the stuff you walk past every day, you maybe don't know the story that sits behind it.
Exactly. There's so many stories to uncover, and I say that's the beauty of a running tour, is the knowledge that you gain about your city from the miles you cover and the stories you uncover. And I just think it's such a great combination. Maybe that's just the running endorphins, I don't know.
But we went to school together, and I don't think we did much running back then, so I'm quite excited about it today.
Exactly. Well, we'll see. Hopefully your cycle legs hold up.
Exactly.
History, ideas and home.
Historically significant, topographically interesting, and an all-round exciting place to live.
3 words in: historical, modern, alive.
Love it. Morning, how you doing? Right, Jayne, we're heading up the Royal Mile, the Old Town. What's with the golden cobbles?
Yeah, so these used to be, Edinburgh used to be a walled city, built for protection against the old enemy, the English. And these were the old city gates. These brass markers represent where they once stood.
We welcome them in now.
Yeah,
Okay,
we do.
They're allowed in. English can come.
Anyone's welcome.
So, how would you describe Edinburgh in 3 words?
It's an absolutely wonderful city.
Absolutely. That works for me. And just to be clear, you are from Edinburgh.
Yes, I was born 5 minutes that way at Edinburgh Simpsons Hospital.
Top tip when you're exploring a new city, look up.
Yeah, especially when you've got architecture like this in your city. When we look up here, what do you see on this Market Cross, which was the go-to meeting point back in the olden days?
It's a unicorn.
It's a unicorn. Now, you'll know, Scotland's national animal is the unicorn.
I know, I think most people think it's a haggis. But,
I know.
But no, it's a unicorn.
Our daughters are delighted about that, aren't they?
It's so cool. I don't know why we ended up with a unicorn as our national animal.
Well, here's a fun fact for you. It's often shown bound by a golden chain, which was to illustrate the Scottish King's control over this wild, mythical creature.
We are wild creatures. Is that true?
It is true, yeah.
Because
And
I assume most countries, their national animal is actually an animal that exists. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't want to sort of burst people's bubbles, but
yeah, we have a mythical one.
I've not yet come across a unicorn.
No, it is true, and it's often been said that these unicorns are notoriously hard to capture or conquer, which I think is a quality that resonated with many Scots.
Love it.
I mean, just veered off the Royal Mile. We're heading towards the meadows, and we couldn't not stop at this little fella, Greyfriars Bobby.
So there's a visual clue on this on what not to do. So you like that. That's the whole point.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm going to say if you're ever visiting Bobby, come take a look, retell his story. Just try not to touch his nose. That good luck tradition is nothing more than a modern day myth.
And also, we're going to like literally rub him away if we keep doing that.
Yes, exactly.
For the
He's
next
going to
100 years.
disintegrate.
Exactly. And just what's the story? Why is he here?
So, the epitome of a man's best friend, this loyal, devoted dog, kept vigil by his master's graveside in Greyfriars Kirkyard day and night for 14 years. What a commitment. And that story has travelled far and wide. So this little corner on Candlemaker Row is a busy corner with tourists coming to pay their respects to this little man.
Just don't rub his nose.
Just don't rub his nose.
Having just told you to look up during a city break, we're now going to tell you to look down. Why are we looking down?
Well, we're looking down because we're now in the Grass Market, and this used to be, not many people know this, a former execution site. And as you can see, the shape of the gallows is actually marked out in the ground in front of us as a dark reminder of this grim practice. And this area, as a result, drew in the crowds mark, which is why so many of Edinburgh's oldest pubs have popped up here.
It still draws in the crowds. This is an amazing place to come for a meal or a pint. But thankfully, I mean, I'm only reading it in the stone out there. 1784 is the last time there was an execution here. It's a great place to party in the Grass Market, but a slightly darker history.
Yeah, it's a bit more vibrant, thankfully nowadays.
The obvious thing to do when you travel to any city is to stay in the city centre, really explore the most obvious sites. But to get out a little bit, believe it or not, but we are still very much in Edinburgh here. It is a city which is broken up by green spaces, and we love it for it. It's got 7 hills, 7 famous hills, and this is Blackford Hill, and we've got a view back over to where we started this morning, Arthur's Seat.
Absolutely. Highest peak over there, Blackford Hill, one of my favourite spots on the south side. Look at these views, absolutely cracking panoramic views of the city. Castle just over there in the background, Corstorphine Hill, home of Edinburgh Zoo, has the world's only knighted penguin. Did you know that, Mark?
I did not know that. You're full of, I was going to say amazing fact, daft facts.
Yeah, exactly. Love a fun fact. And then you've got the beautiful Pentlands in the background. So, and what a day to see it on.
I know it's always a risk filming Scotland Distilled in the middle of winter, but we lucked out. I mean, it's always like this.
Always, always.
Right, a little bit of behind the scenes in terms of how we're filming Scotland Distilled. These are great adventures where we're out with a cameraman, Marcus Stitz, this occasion, and we were running through the streets there. We came to Murrayfield and had the opportunity to film with the great Pierre Schumann. I absolutely loved it, but we didn't have our cameraman, which is why we ended up shooting that bit on the phone. But that's the best way with these adventures. Get out there, capture the journey. What does Edinburgh mean for you?
Quite strange in the sunshine today, but yeah, Scottish people shine from within as well, but that's not what it means. What Edinburgh means for me is Old Ricky, the resilience, the fight, the care people show. Through any bad weather, any circumstances, the mighty Edinburgh Castle fortress is the most survived attack fortress on this planet and globe. So the Old Ricky, the resilience, I would say I've got fight in there as well. I'll put fight in there, physically, mentally, spiritually. You have to show fight, and that's what the people from Edinburgh and Edinburgh does and do. Even tourists, everyone joining from all across the globe. And that brings me to the final point, culture. You belong to a culture. It's a place people don't want to leave, they want to be part of it, and they want to show it to the rest of the world. They become part of Old Ricky Edinburgh.
Because we're going on this adventure of Scotland Distilled in winter, of course we've got shorter days to film. At this point we're following the Water of Leith behind me all the way down to the shore. We've got about an hour until it gets dark, and we're in Dean's Village, the proper back streets on the edge of the old city.
Yeah, it's a bit of a green oasis tucked away from the city centre. Used to be Edinburgh's old industrial heart. Working mills were here, brewery, distillery, tannery, and you can still see remnants of them around the village. But it's a great picture-perfect spot to stop at.
And actually for the runners, the Water of Leith path is pretty special, coming right through the city.
Yeah, it's a tranquil place to run, isn't it? Avoids the traffic lights.
Yeah, let's use the daylight while we got it.
Let's go.
Well, we're about 25 kilometres in, which I'm making it up. Is that about 15 miles? 16 miles? Something like that.
Yeah, we're getting there.
We're getting there. I'm not expecting everyone watching this to actually try and do, you know, these kind of distances as you explore a city like Edinburgh. But hopefully it has given you a few ideas for the sort of things you can do by just getting your trainers on and getting out. And what an amazing guide. I mean, I've known Jayne for a long time, but actually to get our trainers on and explore the city, this has been a ton of fun.
And doesn't it give you such a fresh perspective? And you feel like you've got a different kind of connection with the city when you can do it with your own 2 feet and just see things as you run by.
And you're earning the miles, so I think it feels different to anything passive. Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely, that runner's high gives you an additional boost, and I'm looking forward to that drink at the end.
Yeah, we need a cocktail or something.
Historic, playground and beautiful.
Tom, how would you describe Edinburgh in a few big words?
Few words for Edinburgh. First of all, scran. I mean, the food scene here in Edinburgh has exploded. It's fantastic, from pubs to cafes to restaurants to Michelin-star restaurants. It's got everything. It's the place to be. After that, seasonal. We're all about seasonality here in Edinburgh. The seasons dictate the mood, the vibe of the city, and every season is unique here in Edinburgh. And then finally, banter. You can't beat a bit of Edinburgh banter. Love it.
Well, today has been a run tour to beat all run tours. It's been awesome, but our boat awaits. That's where we're going to finish.
Welcome aboard the Ocean Mist. We hope you have a great stay. Please, no running.
Oh, happy days.
So this is the Ocean Mist, featuring wee smoky whiskey to signify the shores of Leith in Edinburgh. So we use yellow chartreuse for a nice floral finish, and then we top it with an applewood smoke to signify the mist on the shore and the ocean mist that is birthed and has been birthed here for the last 44 years.
Absolutely love it. Well done. Thank you, guys. This has been Scotland Distilled, the Edinburgh edition, brought to you by Enjoy Travel. Now, the whole purpose of this series is to capture the spirit of Scotland one adventure at a time. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please leave a comment below. Please subscribe to the channel and perhaps leave us some ideas for future episodes.